Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at what I've been working on for the past 5 weeks. This is my High Elf force. A lot of it is eBay rescues, and a few bits are brand new from eBay, still in box, which I've been lucky enough to get at a good price, and some of it is from the Island of Blood box set, which I unboxed in a video like a year or so ago. So we'll start off here with the Prince on Dragon. Not any particular dragon, we'll be using it as a sun, star, moon, whatever takes my fancy, just so we've got a little bit of variety in lists and things like that. This was an eBay rescue, so the wings are a little bit brittle and a little bit gappy, having to get like super old glue, and there goes the backdrop. Luckily the trees took it. we'll carry on regardless. Yeah, there was a mix of old super glue and old plastic cement and all kinds in there. The dragon's painted with the Vallejo Express colour, and then the rest is painted with normal Vallejo acrylics. Obviously this guy will be leading my force if he's in it. And a nice big scary dragon model. Not that I take lots of kind of dragons and things in the games that I play, because I don't know, not every army can deal with them, but there are some spells and magic. But anyway, this guy's from the Island of Blood, and Prince on Griffin, painted up with normal acrylics, airbrushed the body so it's nice and smooth, and then just washed, kind of gone for like a kind of lion tiger hybrid with the fading and that without the stripes, then into the eagle body up there, all painted with the just normal acrylics. There's not much, actually. I don't think there's anything in this force other than the dragon's body itself and the great eagle that is painted with express colour. This eagle is a great eagle. It's actually a Lord of the Rings Middle-earth strategy battle game metal eagle, painted with Martian yellow from the express colour range, and mummy white from express colour for the beige there, over a bone white primer, and the wings are wasteland brown, I believe. So we got the eagle there. I mean, a lot of this I'm going to wait to see what comes out when the High Elf range re-releases. Otherwise I might turn to some 3D prints if they look, again, kind of similar to this. Small contingent of archers here at the back. Just again, an eBay rescue. I think I got all of them there. They were all pre-built. So we got the musician and the standard, which I probably wouldn't have built like that, but you know, it looks a part. I generally play WYSIWYG, so you know, there's going to be an extra few points in there. Could be good for, I don't know, some magic banner kind of stuff that we can do. Maybe poison or something like that could be an interesting thing to run. I don't run a lot of shooting in a lot of my armies. Not a massive shooty man. I was considering dwarves, but they're very shooty. Got the obligatory eagle claw, bolt thrower, another eBay rescue. So the crew are, you know, a little bit kind of broken up. You know, he's missing a bit of the top there, but you know, painted in, so you wouldn't really notice unless you look too closely. Got a couple of dragon princes here. This was a nice score on eBay, brand new in box, still sealed. box of Dragon Princes. I think I got these for £40 with postage. I think it was £36 with like £3 postage, £3.99 postage, something like that. So I bought these, taking a punt, thinking that they'll probably be around £50 a box when GW releases them. So I thought, you know, it's probably worth a punt. Again, the same with these two here, the BSB and Prince or Noble on horse. These were brand new in box and sealed. And I managed to get these two for £25 with free postage. So that was a bargain, that one. Just a nice simple paint job on the banner there. Just some reds and some oranges. And over here we have a mage from the Island of Blood box. Here, painted up to be all nice, kind of going for more of an oceanic kind of paint scheme. This looks very grey in the light there. You know, so kind of lots of like water and things like that with the blue and turquoise there. Another unit of Sea Guard. Oh, sorry, a unit of Sea Guard. Just the 10 that you get in the Island of Blood box set there. The idea is to use them with the Spearmen, so I can keep the Sea Guard as the front rank, and then just kind of build these guys up behind them as you will. If I wanted to run them as a big unit of Sea Guard. You know, there's not massive amounts of core, but like I said, these again were another eBay job lot of these were pre-built. A lot of them didn't have their shields. So this guy still hasn't got one. I've not managed to get enough together for them. A couple of the spears were broke, so this guy here, he had his spear broken. This guy had his spear broken. So I've changed them out to I had a couple of bits lying around of so made him a banner bearer and a champion. Another set of eBay rescues here is the Silver Helms, the unit of 8 Silver Helms. I did what I could with these, but some of them haven't got their tails on the horses. You know, they're very old miniatures still, but they painted up nice. These are quite fun to paint. Primed white and then gone over with bold titanium white for the horses, and shaded down with a 50-50 mix of Vallejo Express Colour Templar white and Express Colour medium, and then highlighted back up with bold titanium white, just to get this really nice. Sorry, I'm all filming this by hand. Just as a very subtle shading in and around. And white's a notoriously difficult colour to paint, but I found this way to be quite an easy way. Priming in white obviously helps, but then just going in with that thinned down Templar white has just made my whites painting a lot easier. So that's that in there. The Reavers. The Reavers are from the Island of Blood box once again. They're kind of pre-built. Like they're not really. They're very monopose. So just in case I wanted a banner in there, I painted Matey Boy here with some red feathers on the top of his head, on top of his horse. I don't know. They're very inspiring feathers. But just to distinguish if there was a banner, I said I'll try and play as WYSIWYG as possible. But I was, they were very monopose miniatures. Speaking of monopose miniatures, here we have Swordmasters, again from the Island of Blood box, and then a couple of eBay rescues as well. No, I mean, they weren't really eBay rescues. I got 8 for £5, I think it was, with a quid 99 postage, something like that. So I thought they were quite a good deal. They're the older style ones, as you can see here, with you have the newer version. So not much in the way of difference, but the hilt on the sword is different, and the gold plates on the top of the thighs there are slightly different as well. But it just bulks out the unit again for a couple of quid's worth of punt. And then, speaking of old models, we've got this chariot here. It was a brand new inbox and sealed original Tiernok chariot. I think it's original. It's quite old. It's all metal apart from the horses, and very quick, very easy kind of like paint job to put in. Lots of gold, Retributor armor for the gold on everything. I still think it's probably one of the best. I've moved away a lot from GW paints, but I still think Retributor armor is probably one of, if not the best, just straight up gold on the market. I have got some more paints coming soon from like Scale 75 and stuff like that. I normally use their Necro gold and their Elf gold for kind of for my Tomb Kings. That's what I used. That was my recipe for that. But just for a straight up kind of gold like this, I still think Retributor armor is probably one of the best. I'm struggling with my silvers at the moment. I don't know why. Vallejo, I'm not getting on with Vallejo silvers or Army Painter silvers. They're really thick for some reason, even when shaken up with agitators and a vortex and stuff like that. And their air paints are obviously very thin, so they cover in two coats. The air paints, these are chainmail silver from air, washed with a 50-50 mix of Druchii Violet, no, not Druchii Violet, Drakenhof Nightshade and Vallejo Express Colour Medium to go over the armour, just to give it that blue, kind of like the Ithamil armour. It's kind of like my take on the Ithamil armour, just to give it a little bit, kind of, so it's not just null oil. It gives it like a little blue tinge to it. But this was quite nice. I think this was £15. I think I managed to get quite a good bargain with that. A lot of this has been pretty good bargains, but lately the prices have been going up for less quality of models. Like this one here is a slightly newer version of the Tiernok chariot. It didn't come with the crossbar, this piece here over the horse. So I had to finagle it around, cast one with some blue stuff, and because I got a metal one from at like a bits box place on eBay, but it didn't fit, it didn't work, and no amount of bending it or anything was working. So I cast it, I put it in some blue stuff, and I cast it with some UV resin, and the UV resin actually shrank a little bit in the mould. Maybe I left it curing under the UV torch for a little too long or something, but either way it came down quite nicely into the right size. Very flat at the back, obviously not as much detail as the original had, with the same amount of detail as the front, but I think it works from a distance you can't really see. And then it came with this guy. I think he's a White Lion. It's for like a White Lion chariot, I think. I'm not too sure. But he was completely stuck to the base, so I couldn't get him off, I couldn't pop him off. And then the other guy here with the big spear, there's a bit of a kit bash from a couple of models. His spear arm is different to his sword arm. I think the sword arm's from the spearman range or the archer range or something that was already on this model, but he was missing the spear arm, so I put that spear on there. Obviously it's a bit different because it's got the armour on the shoulder there, but I think it kind of makes him look a bit unique. He's going to be leading his attacks with that spear in that hand, so it gives his forward shoulder a bit more protection. But yeah, so that is my current high elf force. Apologies for this falling down. The trees caught it and didn't crush any models, luckily. But yeah, over the next few weeks, just to try and get a couple of videos out quicker, I'm working on a Vampire Counts army. It's going to be the next kind of showcase, but a lot of it's 3D printed. miniatures from Highland Miniatures. So I'll kind of bring you along the journey of that, kind of like vlog that out a little bit. And then we'll do another kind of wrap up like this afterwards. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you can you know, leave a like and a comment and do all them YouTubey things for me, I'd be very much appreciated. So take care, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.